Barrister Aloy Ejimako, the special counsel to Nnamdi Kanu, the IPOB leader, has made some striking statements concerning the former President Muhammad Buhari, accusing Buhari of launching a civil war, a second civil war against Igbos in Nigeria. We all know Nnamdi Kanu is the separatist leader of IPOB. He was arrested in Kenya in 2021. He was later brought back to Nigeria to face charges including treasonable felony. And we all know that Nnamdi Kanu is a prisoner of war. He's a political prisoner and not a prisoner of felony. But then, Nnamdi Kanu's resolution for the Biafra nation has not died. These arrests actually sparked international outrage. His arrest sparked international outrage with questions raised over its legality and possible human rights violations. Several organizations, international groups have made comments regarding Nnamdi Kanu's continued detention, but yet the federal government choose to, keep a deaf ear. And Kanu has since remained in the custody of the DSS despite multiple court rulings ordering his release. And his prolonged detention has continued to stoke tensions in the southeast, where many regard him as a symbol of resistance and self-determination. Aloy Ejimako has constantly argued that Nnamdi Kanu's detention violates international law and the rights of indigenous people under global charters, that the Nigerian government has maintained that Nnamdi Kanu must face justice, insisting that the activities of IPOB have contributed to the unrest and violence in the southeast region. And IPOB has been officially designated as a terrorist organization by the Nigerian government, a label which have been rejected by many international observers and many human rights groups, with several growing calls for Nnamdi Kanu's release amid the ongoing security challenges in the southeast. Now, this issue remains a flashpoint in Nigeria's complex ethnopolitical landscape, and the Nigerian Civil War, also known as the Biafran War, occurred between July 6, 1967 to 1970. It was a fight between the federal government and the Biafra leader under late Chukwuemeka Odumegwe Ojukwu. And this war stemmed from the deep-rooted political, ethnic, cultural, and religious tensions that has existed since Nigeria's independence in 1960. And Biafra, as a movement, has faced economic blockades, leading to widespread famine that reportedly claimed the lives of over 200 million civilians. And after years of intense fighting, Biafra surrendered in 1970 and was reintegrated into Nigeria. But according to Aloy Ejimako, Buhari now has declared a second civil war against Igbos with Nnamdi Kanu's arrest, with Nnamdi Kanu's continued detention, with Nnamdi Kanu's prolonged detention. This is looking like a second civil war against Igbos because Buhari knows what he is doing. My country people, many people have been saying that this country, us calling this country Nigeria, that the people are just deceiving themselves. People saying we are one, that most persons are deceiving themselves. That it's high time this country should be divided because Nigeria is actually on a brink of collapse. It's actually on a brink of collapse. Many people have been saying this country should be divided. They should divide this country so that everybody will go their own way. So that the Hausas will go their way, the Igbos will go their own way, the Yorubas will go their own way. But, these calls have not led to anywhere. We have several agitators in Nigeria, most of whom, some of them have been prosecuted, some of them are actually free, the federal government has granted them freedom, but Nnamdi Kanu is the only political prisoner that is still in the custody of the DSS. Nnamdi Kanu, the only agitator. And other IPOB agitators And it's actually unfortunate, you know. The injustice against Igbos in Nigeria is absolutely alarming and it is unprecedented. That is why Nnamdi Kanu remains resolute. He remains firm in his demand for the Biafra Republic. He's not going to back out anytime. Many people are saying one Nigeria, one Nigeria. So many persons are saying Nigeria is not one. The people are not one. Because it seems that some persons are more superior than other persons. So the Igbos are saying we are marginalized. We are marginalized. They treat us like the minority, and they want to go their own way. But the federal government said no, there is no room for breaking of any sort. So my people, what are your thoughts on this? There have been a lot of unanswered questions regarding this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's continued detention. How, in the eyes of many, seems unjust, it seems unfair to Ndi Igbos and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself. But Aloy Ejimakor has, come up with another new theory that this seems to be a second civil war against Ndi Igbos. Now let's take reactions from Nigerians. We are ready. No going back. We Biafrans are ready for Nigeria. That is why we are everywhere. Buhari is the godfather of godfatherism. He is the godfather of terrorists. Those herdsmen and bandits he breeds have done abominable things against Nigeria. Plateau and Benue will justify. Buhari, we all know, is not the one you are seeing. Buhari is a mistake and a disaster. Buhari did not declare a second civil war. We the Igbos, we do not bother about all this. Buhari is still bearing civil war grudges against the Igbo nation. The difference between Buhari and Tinubu is that Buhari drove us slowly into hardship while Tinubu is driving us speedily into more hardship, okay? The next person said, Nnamdi Kanu deserved to be free. If Buhari can release Boko Haram and sponsor them to advance country, how about Nnamdi Kanu? Guys, these are reactions from Nigerians. So my people, what are your thoughts on this? I mean, this is just Aloy Ejimakor's thoughts on, what is being on the ill treatment melted on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and how it seems to be more like a direct punishment on Ndi Igbos. I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comment section. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Thank you. Bye for now.